SpaceX 1.0 was the first member of the Falcon 9 launch vehicle family, designed and manufactured by SpaceX in Hawthorne, California. The development of the launcher began in 2005 and it first flew in June 4th of 2010. This vehicle do 3 orbital flights, the 3 with the Dragon cargo spacecraft, 1 on an orbital flight test, then on 1 demonstration and 2 operational resupply missions to the International Space Station, under a commercial resupply services contract with NASA. The cost per launch of this vehicle was $54 million, and the height was 47 meters and 3.6 meters of diameter. His capacity was to low Earth orbit of 10,000 of kilos and to geosynchronous orbit 4,000 of kilos. With this vehicle, the first test of reusability starts when they try to use parachutes to recover the first stage, but that was unsuccessful. Then they developed another vehicle, the Falcon 9 1.1, which was improved. It was taller, it was powerful, and the engines, the Merlin engines, were put in an octaweb design. This vehicle was launched 50 times and it only failed in 1 launch. The cost per launch was equal as the first one, $56.5 million. This was the first Falcon 9 to have landing legs. With these landing legs and a pair of reaction control systems, they tried to land 1 time in a drone ship, but the vertical speed was so high that the vehicle landed, but it get destroyed seconds after the landing. Then with the same rocket, there was a few tests of soft landing water, like this one. After 3 landing tests, which any of them succeeds, they made a new Falcon 9, the Falcon 9 1.2 or Full Thrust Edition. This vehicle was even powerful and a bit more big than the other one. It was also more expensive, costing $62 million. At that time, with the Falcon 9 1.2 Full Thrust Edition, more landing tests were done. But at the same time that tests were happening, a new vehicle was made by SpaceX, the Grasshopper. The Grasshopper consists of a Falcon 9 1.0 first stage tank, a single Merlin 1D engine with a height of 32 meters. The landing gear was fixed. This vehicle made a lot of tests, while the Falcon 9 Full Thrust Edition was taking payload to orbit weekly, reaching as high altitude at 700 meters, and then landing in the path controlly. Elon Musk said that Grasshopper was able to land accurately as a helicopter. But then, in a flight, the Grasshopper went crazy and they had to destruct it in the air, which was the end of this vehicle. After that, with the Falcon 9 1.2 Full Thrust Edition flying weekly, a new testing vehicle was inaugurated, the Falcon 9 Air Test Vehicle, which consists of a first stage of a Falcon 9. This new vehicle includes 8 engines, as the real one, because they want to test the vehicle like if it was a normal orbital rocket. After a lot of tests of the Falcon 9 Air Edition, in December of 2015, the full thrust version of Falcon 9 was the first vehicle of being capable of landing, but not in a drone ship. Instead, they land in the Earth. Because of that, a new test vehicle called the F9 Air 2 was cancelled. And then, in April of 2016, the first landing in a drone ship was achieved. After that, this vehicle achieved another 14 landings in a drone ships. Then, in 2017, SpaceX announced they have a new version of the Falcon 9, the Falcon 9 Block 5, which is the actual one. This rocket have many changes from the last one, which supposedly has to help in the landing and in more aspects of the flight. The first launch of this vehicle was in May of 2018, launching the satellite Bangabandhu 1. And the last mission of the Block 4 Falcon 9 was CRS-15, the 29th of June of 2018. From that time to now, the float of SpaceX has converted to all Block 5 rockets, making it more modern and reusable. The improvements that Falcon 9 Block 5 has were these ones. Falcon 9 Block 5 was supposed to be launched at least 10 times. Also, refurbishing it can be able to do 100 of uses. A reusable head shield was installed in the Falcon 9 to protect the engines and the pipes of the rocket. The fins were changed to titanium fins, which were more resistant to temperatures. The valves were improved so they can keep open for more time and higher levels of pressions. And also the octaweb structure, which handled the engines, were screwed in instead of welded, which reduced the time of fabrication. Also, the Falcon 9 Block 5 was the first Falcon 9 which was capable to take humans and certified by NASA for that task, as we have saw in the crew demo mission last week. Also, in 2018, Elon Musk said that he wants to make Falcon 9 Block 5 more reusable. That will be achieved by recovering the fairings, the two pieces that protect the payload of the rockets. That pieces cost $10 million, so it is important to reuse them for other missions. For that, they buy 3 boats: Mr. Tree, Mr. Steven, and Mr. Chief. By that time, SpaceX successfully performed a controlled landing of the payload fairing into the ocean for the first time. SpaceX was able to recover the fairing half from the water after it landed, aided by attitude control thruster and an steerable parachute on water. At SES-10 Mission News Conference, the company announced its intent to land the fairings on a dry, flexible structure, jokingly described by Elon Musk as a floating bouncy castle. The first successful fairing catch was made as part of the STP-2 mission on 25 June of 2029. So this is the end of the video. I hope you have liked my first comment video, and subscribe if you have liked it and tell me in the comments if the video was good. Bye.